The killing of Khalistan extremist leader Hardeep Nijjar in June this year in Surrey, in Canada, has created a storm right now in the diplomatic relationship between India and Canada, with Justin Trudeau government alleging that they have credible allegations that points to the role of Indian agencies in killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Now, a Washington Post article explains how the killing has not been properly investigated. At least this is what the community leaders have been saying in and around Surrey, who have expressed dissatisfaction on the overall investigation that has so far taken place. About 6 people and 2 vehicles was involved in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar on the 18th of June, the day when he was killed, and about 8:37 a.m. in the morning, and soon about 15 to 20 minutes time, RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police personnel were very much on the spot to investigate the probe. About 50 bullets were fired on Hardeep Singh Nijjar, and apparently about more than 30 bullets hit him. And when the people reached to him and they tried to bring him out of the car, he was almost dead, not breathing. This has been revealed by the community leaders who were present around the scene during the event. So far, there has, Hardeep Singh Nijjar was a leader in the Khalistan movement, we know, and he was barred. There was a reward on his head, and Indian agencies had issued notice for a lookout notice for him also. India had denied any involvement in Nijjar's killing, and so far there have been some reports that suggest that Five Eyes countries, group of US, Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand, they have been cooperating on some intelligence sharing that points some clues involving Indian agencies' role in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Who all have provided what all information or credible allegation, that is something Canadian government has still to bring to the fore. But there has been talks that diplomatic circles that though India and Canada, the governments have been in touch on the issue. Canadian government has raised the issue with India, but they have not been able to provide any substantial documents, proof or anything that would suggest that Indian agencies were behind the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Now, the witnesses who were present on the ground, they had reported that investigators took between 12 to 20 minutes to arrive at the scene after the shooting, despite the presence of a large number of patrolling police in the neighborhood. Authorities asked for public assistance in identifying the gunman and a silver 2008 Toyota Camry that was involved in the incident. Concerns have been raised about the lack of protection provided to Nijjar before the killing. This is what the community leaders have been saying. And a security camera at the Guru Nanak Singh Sikh Gurdwara captured the killing, showing 2 men in a white sedan blocking Nijjar's truck and then opening fire. Those video footages have been shared with the police officials, and they are apparently trying to probe every aspect and the possible clues that could lead them to the killers. India has so far said that there has not been any evidence or any information that has been shared to them, any intelligence that could India cooperate and collaborate with the Canadian authorities on the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. But the Washington Post had visited about 39 businesses and homes along the path of assailants took during their escape, and the majority of those interviewed said they had not been contacted by the authorities. So apparently authorities have been reluctant, they don't have much conversation going around asking people and asking for clues. Did they know the suspect? Did they identify the suspect? Were they able to recognize those who were behind the killing? There were some people with hoodies who were on the scene, who fired upon Hardeep Singh Nijjar and fled from the scene. Canadian authorities have drawn on human and signals intelligence to support their claims of Indian government involvement. The Canadian Broadcast Corp has reported that intelligence includes intercepted communication of Indian diplomats, and some of them on Canadian soil. So these are the allegations that the media has been claiming on the basis of sources. There has not been any official words around that, apart from what Justin Trudeau claimed on the floor of the Canadian Parliament, where he said that he has credible allegations that kind of links Indian agencies' role in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. The probe is on, the investigation is on. Very much the other member countries like US, UK, and Canada, they have, and Australia also, they have said that the probe should go on and the violation of sovereignty of any countries should not happen. and India should cooperate. But what cooperation the Canadian government is seeking, that remains to be seen, because so far the Indian side has said there has not been any proof, any evidence that has been shared with the Indian government. And so what kind of cooperation Canadian government is seeking, that remains, that remains a mystery for the Indian government.